Hello to the 8 people unfortunate enough to have subscribed to me, and boy do I like the Hypixel server. Hello to the 8 people unfortunate enough to have subscribed to me, and boy do I like single player. In case you couldn't tell from the one other video that I've made, I like Minecraft PvP, and when you bring that up in a community, you'll inevitably get asked the question, 1.8 or 1.9 PvP? To which I will happily provide the objectively correct answer, 1.16. Most people don't really have a reason as to why they're biased towards 1.8. Most of the time they'll just shrug and say 1.8 has better PvP mechanics before dying once, and making an angry Minecraft forum post about how 1.8 PvP is just spamming and takes no skill. Like most other debates and fandoms, everybody arguing on the subject is totally calm and not about to fucking kill each other. I've made it pretty clear that I prefer 1.9 PvP over 1.8. But why? Minecraft 1.8 is a lot faster paced and competitive, meaning it tends to attract sweaty Hypixel 9-year-olds, but 1.9 is a lot slower paced and easier to understand, but it still has a high skill ceiling, so it tends to attract more casual players like me. Now let's take a look at why these humorless internet hooligans are constantly at each other's throats. It's a common misconception that 1.8 PvP is just spamming. People, when complaining about it, often say that a higher CPS will automatically win any fight that you're in. But that's not quite true. You can still only physically hit your opponent twice every second, meaning that someone with 2 CPS could technically beat some drag-clicking Masters Division tryhard. But that doesn't mean they're going to, since with a higher CPS, if you miss, you can just click again and hit them. But if you have a low CPS, then that's more time that you're not hitting the opponent and that your opponent can hit you. So while CPS might not automatically win you any fights, it'll still give you an advantage. Meanwhile, in 1.9, there's a damage cooldown, meaning that when you attack using a sword or an axe, you have to wait for this little bar to fill up before you can do maximum damage again. This means that you have to time your hits carefully, and means that you won't just be spam clicking on your opponent, but you need to actually use strategy and timing. Lots of people complain about this, but I don't think it's too big a deal, since if you time it just right, you can chain maximum damage crits together on your sword, and it just overall makes combat slower and easier to understand. The Stone Axe update is a joke popularized by Technoblade, making fun of the fact that during the development of 1.9, a Stone Axe would do more damage than a Diamond Sword. Wait, it still does? Fuck. Anyway, the general consensus within the Sweat community is that axes are objectively better than swords. There's no reason to use your sword against players. But I disagree. Axes may deal more damage and disable shields, but they can't have enchantments like looting or fire aspect, meaning you won't get fire damage or extra drops. Plus, my main issue with them is they're slow. If you miss an axe crit, then that's a lot of time you'll be left open without being able to deal very much damage. You'll really want to make any hit with an axe count if you're using it. Another item added in 1.9 is a shield. People say that they miss blocking with swords, but like, does blocking something with your sword really make more sense than just using a shield? For me personally, blocking with a sword was never really anything other than a way to wave to people. The community is never going to stop arguing about this, but just remember, everybody's allowed to have an opinion, and at the end of the day, we're all valid. Unless you like programmer art, the door is that way. Well, here we are at the end of my second video, and holy shit, it's only been 3.5 minutes. This was just a shorter video to talk about something that I wanted to talk about, and I hope you enjoyed it, but I will be posting some longer videos in the future. I only have 8 subscribers, who's gonna care? At the end of my first video, I apologized for the awful everything quality, and that applies here as well. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. At the end of this video, I thought I'd talk a little about what I plan to upload. For my upload schedule, no, and I don't plan on just uploading Minecraft content. I do have some videos planned about shows like Gravity Falls and some other games as well. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, please. I need validation from the internet.